And they're off. Mission Artemis off to a very sharp beginning directly to the front from Homer Jones, and Rector on the inside is fired up with some early speed too. Gotta be proud. Take it back in between horses into that first turn. Run Arctic Outbreak out there 3 wide around the turn. Dominguez the gray at the rail. Another gray alongside of that is Better Watch It, followed by the next gray. Gray Flannel Boss is racing back of the pack, third last position. That's Mr. Tap and Daddy Yankee. About a dozen, 13 lengths will cover the field. Mission Artemis sets the tempo, leads a length and change in front. Not too much pace on Homer Jones, a close second. Outside Arctic Outbreak to the clear third. Gotta be proud on hold in between horses fourth. Rector is in fifth. Then Better Watch It. Dominguez. That's Mr. Tap racing to the back. Daddy Yankee and Gray Flannel Boss trailing the field. Heading into the far turn. Mission Artemis trying to carry on with that speed. Mission Artemis leads the way. Homer Jones, though, in close attendance and keeping up in the second spot. Gotta be proud of it between horses. Arctic Outbreak out there 3 wide, tried to push on. Rector's down to the inside. Better Watch It. That's Mr. Tap loops around them 4 or 5 wide. Bright orange cap about 5 deep, top of the stretch. And there, followed by Better Watch It. Now is a 2 path. Up the inside comes Rector, wide open affair. 3/16 left to go. Mission Artemis trying to stay on. Mission Artemis holding firm. Gotta be proud from between horses. Better Watch It. Mustering a late rally, diving to the inside. Better Watch It up the inside. Mission Artemis trying to hold. Mission Artemis pulled it off from Better Watch It. Then Gotta Be Proud and Homer Jones. Made all fractions. Mission Artemis with Gene Braseno up. Unofficial 7-11-9, 10-5. Access to the Moon by Malibu Moon. Brennan, Maryland by Eric Long. Made all fractions. Mission Artemis with Gene. Reese official. $2 exacta, 7-11-84-80. Dollar trifecta, 7-11-9, 171.80. 7-11-9, $10 Superfecta, 600, 630. 20 minutes to race 2. Scratch the 6 Sassafrasness. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta, double pick 3, pick 4. And they're off. But it'd be quick. Lazy Days on the outside, and Chrissy N, 3 of them in a line. So it is Lazy Days out there 3 deep of the track, but it'd be quick in between horses. Chrissy N mixing it up down to the inside. They get away at a quick pace by some 6 or 7 lengths to Luminous Secret. Nancy Mary and Trace Aries well outkicked by the speed up ahead. Racing down the back stretch, and it's Lazy Days going on with it. Chrissy N sticking on the inside, trying to rate a little bit in second. Length and a half, and but it'd be quick is in third. Nancy Mary 5.5 lengths to make up. Luminous Secret another 6, and Trace Aries into the far turn. Lazy Days leader from Butterby Quick and Chrissy N third on the inside. It's 3 back and Nancy Mary. Luminous Secret. Trace Aries still has to pick up for the back of the pack. Into the turn, and it's Lazy Days going on with Butterby Quick on the outside. Chrissy N's guided off the inside to try a 3-wide run. It's another 2 lengths back. Nancy Mary is driven at the top of the lane. Trace Aries picks up on the inside from second to last position, has 8 to make up at this point. They turn for home at the 3/16 pole. In between horses, Butterby Quick. Chrissy N outside has the momentum. Chrissy N, here comes Trace Aries. Trace Aries, who was far back, motoring on from third, almost second. Chrissy N gets away. Trace Aries running big on the outside, closing the gap. Yards to go. It's Chrissy N and Trace Aries. Chrissy N from Trace Aries to win it by a head. Nancy Mary was third, and Butterby Quick Official in the winner's circle is Chrissy N. Jorge Ruiz aboard, owned by Michael Sheffers, Carlos Mancia, trainer, 3-year-old bay filly, by Instagram, out of Unlucky Hillary by Looking at Lucky, bred in Maryland, 25.62. $2 exacta, 1 for $32. Dollar trifecta, 46.40. Double, 24.60. Dollar superfecta, $98.50. Third race, number 1, Kissed at Dawn, Martina Rojas riding. 1 Kissed at Dawn, scratch the 8, Somnium. 11 Octet for. And they're off. Drifting very fast away from the gate. I Think I Love You. They're nose to nose at a quick pace. Contra racing in third position. 2 from the front, and Daring Delight is next in fourth. Kissed at Dawn racing in fifth position. And Super Upgrade as Circling is about 3 wide into the far turn run. Granules dropped double digits from the front. Alongside of that is Champagne Mischief back of the pack. Yo, Adrian second last position. Octet has a lot to do. They race along to the top of the stretch for the long run home. Drifting, I Think I Love You. It's 5 back. Contra spies the speed from third as they turn for home, and Kissed at Dawn is next in fourth. Inside is Super Upgrade on first share. Far outside is Circling. They're coming to the last 3/16 of a mile. I Think I Love You on the inside pops away to the lead. I Think I Love You by 3 lengths now. From between horses, Circling now coming with a nice flourish. And from between horses, Yo Adrian catches the eye. Here comes Yo Adrian. Time is running out. Second wire finish. It's going to be I Think I Love You, Yo Adrian, and a photo again for third. Official stepping in the winner's circle. I Think I Love You. Jamie Rodriguez, the winning jockey for Nick Sana Stables LLC, Lynch Racing LLC. Cal Lynch trainer, 4-year-old bay filly, I Think I Love You by Sky Mesa of the Quality Road Mare, finest quality, bred in full. $2 exacta, 21, 20, 41, 50. Dollar trifecta, dollar superfecta, 191.60. Late scratch 2, Grossil. I Think I Love You for 20 favorite. Constellation double with a late scratch 2, Grossil. 1, 2, 360. 1, 2, 360, 1, 6, actual double. Lined up. And they're off. Yara's Quest and Anlon out 1-2, and Chesapeake Dream is right up with early speed to make 3 across the track. Toad Joe's Mojo ridden along early from fourth. Lifting his fifth in between horses. Tiny Lake and Punch It Margaret trails the field heading into the turn. Chesapeake Dream going for it with speed, and Anlon down to the inside. Shuffled out of there was Yara's Quest from third. And next on the far outside is Tiny Lake. Tiny Lake just punching up to third now, while 3 wide on the turn. And Toad Joe's Mojo in lifting racing side by side. Suddenly Yara's Quest dropping out of it, not firing, and Punch It Margaret trails the field top of the stretch. Chesapeake Dream on the outside, and Anlon down to the inside, giving it a good battle as they turn in. They're shoulder to shoulder. Driven now is Anlon, Chesapeake Dream, Anlon, and Tiny Lake is trying to pick them up from third with a furlong left to go. Anlon, Chesapeake Dream, Tiny Lake on the outside, gaining inch by inch. Here comes Tiny Lake on the outside. Anlon's trying to hold on, desperate for the Laurel line. Tiny Lake up. Tiny Lake to win. Tiny Lake from Anlon, and Chesapeake Dream, followed by Punch It Margaret. Yara's Quest close photo there. Board for High Sticking Thoroughbreds LLC. Rudy Salamon trainer. 3-year-old bay gelding by Omaha. Minute 5.97, 66 double 46.80. Pick 3, $17.65. $2 exacta $47.60. Dollar try $181. Dollar superfecta $1,257.90. Fourth race, the Maryland Building Industry Race. Fifth race up next, the Retire in Style Race. Mile on the mile turf, and they're off. Missoula and Mopo are out first for the early advantage. In this moment is right up there. Here's Lady Lena speeding up on the outside. Lady Lena moves third to prompt the pace into the first turn, but drifts out wide as Lady Lena tough to control out there. In the meantime, Conch Fried Rice is over to the two path in this moment. Well settled in the early stages. Watching that good pace go on. Another 3 to Port Vose. Catalani Spring is next. And after that comes Pharaoh's Mark racing to the back of the pack with Coley a Lady and Sutton Susie at the tail. 5/8 of a mile left to run. About 16 lengths will cover front to back. Mopo at the rail. Missoula on the outside. Lady Lena's on the hot chase there from third position. Conch Fried Rice in this moment well settled and ready to move now. Here's in this moment up on the inside now with the 2.5 lengths of the front as they round the far turn. Porvose's now got about 5 to make up as they round the far turn with 3 furlongs left to go. With Coley a Lady advances just a bit from the back of the pack. Catalani Spring. Pharaoh's Mark gets a tap to go on, but even pace and trailing the field is Sutton Susie. Top of the stretch, and it's Mopo. Mopo turns in this moment, steered off the inside and targeting Mopo. Mopo trying to hang in tough in the last 3/16. In this moment, they're on the outside third. Conch Fried Rice, followed by Provose in fourth. Here's in this moment, Mopo hanging well after all that pace at 30 to 1, but it's going to be in this moment 4 to 5 winner. Mopo second at a big price, and then it was Conch Fried Rice and Porvose fourth. Minute 35. In this moment, in the winner's circle, race 5 up to $81.60. Double 32.20. Pick 3 $19.25. Pick 4 $40.80. Dollar trifecta $293.80. Dollar superfecta $1,224.80. Pick 5 $217.90. Sixth race, scratch that one. Papa Funny part of the entry for Super Needy. 7 Admit Nothing. 1 mile second wire finish on the main track. And they're off. The Gatekeeper Formula Fair, Earl of Dazzle on the outside of the early firing line, and settling back is Get Like Mike after a good beginning. And here is Moskari up with the pace as well as they move through that opening furlong onto the main portion of the track. It's the Gatekeeper from Formula Fair, lead a length and a half. Moskari favorite on the inside in third. Earl of Dazzle, the Heights is racing in fifth position. Get Like Mike, then third watch. Racing in advance of Run For Your Life, and Describe has a lot to do. Well, last of them all. Heading on the far turn, going to be 27 lengths off the pace. The Gatekeeper, Motskori, pushing that one on the inside with Formula Fair. Right there, close in third position. The Heights is in fourth. Earl of Dazzle is racing fifth as they round the far turn. A separation of 4 more lengths to Get Like Mike. Run For Your Life is starting to run up on the inside with 3.5 furlongs left to run. The Gatekeeper doing battle with Motskori. They're head-to-head for the lead. Formal Affairs right there. there too. 3 deep top of the lane. The Heights just in behind them, followed by Earl of Dassel. And Run for Your Life is saving ground as they turn in. Far outside, Get Like Mike. Into the stretch, quarter of a mile left to go. And it is Motskori just holding the lead. Motskori just in front from the gatekeeper, Informal Affair. Charging on the outside under drive. Motskori just holding on from the gatekeeper, Informal Affair on the outside, approaching the 16th pole to the second wire finish. Motskori, the gatekeeper there on the outside. The gatekeeper outside is Formal Affair, trying to level off into the exacta. The gatekeeper photo for second with Motskori, a Formal Affair. Minute 39:98 time. Owned by Pauline Sinifius and trained by Demetrios Sinifius. 6-year-old Duck Bear Brown gelding, the gatekeeper by Arrowgate. Out of Succeeding by Smart Strike. Keeper Julio Hernandez winning jockey, minute 39.98 the running time. $9.90. Jackpot high five carryover $1,939.51. Double 38.40. Pick 3 60.20. 7th race, mile on the turf. The Bucktucky Derby. Scratch the 5, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And they're off. Minister from Magic, Splendor Beauty sent up for early foot. Tom Hagen broke sharp but taken back toward the turn. Quinn Cannon now alongside into third position, and now Tom Hagen wrangled back in the 4th spot, about 6 lengths off the early speed. Master of None just outside of Tom Hagen, followed by King's River racing to the back of the pack with Roller Coaster Man in Mr. Matuszek on the inside. 8 lengths will cover front to back as they move down the backstretch now. And so Minister for Magic out there, pressed by Splendor Beauty on the outside. They're going a solid enough pace, leading from Quinn Cannon by 2 lengths. Tom Hagen 4th on the inside. Master of None is in 5th. King's River is 6th. And Roller Coaster Man and Mr. Matuszek still trailing on the inside. Half mile out from the line. Splendor Beauty goes on from Minister for Magic, and Quinn Cannon moving up steadily from 3rd position. In the meantime, Tom Hagen just 2 lengths from the pace into the far turn run as they try to quicken up front now. It is Master of None racing in 5th position. Roller Coaster Man, King's River is on the inside, and Mr. Matuszek is trailing the field. On to the top of the stretch, Splendor Beauty, Minister for Magic. Tom Hagen has been waiting in the wings and shifted to the outside. Here comes Tom Hagen. Tom Hagen outside coming to join as Splendor Beauty and Minister for Magic on the inside battling along. And it's King's River from 4th running a big one. King's River out toward the center of the track. Splendor Beauty coming back for more. Tom Hagen a narrow lead. Tom Hagen, Splendor Beauty. King's River trying to surge on the outside. Tom Hagen and photo finish with King's River. Tom Hagen, King's River, then Splendor Beauty. Official. One, 7, 4, 3, 2. Tom Hagen. Minute 30-year-old Duck Bear Brown gelding by El Padrino out of Frivolous Pal by Not for Love. Case closed. It's Tom Hagen with a photo finish win. In the 8th race, scratch the 2 Mike's Magic. Exacta, Trifecta, Superfecta, double, pick 3, pick 4. 9th race, no changes. 10th race, the 1 is 3 over, the 10 1 over. Race 11, Jean Brasino and 3, Captain Cardo. 22 to race 8. In the winner's circle that way. And they're off. Beat slow is Regency Tail. Sure Meant to Be and Ziolino. Here's Bernie the Star with Natural Zip In. Winning Trip is also right there. And Creed's Vision on the move early, moving all the way up to third. Ziolino back between horses. Preacher Myers on the inside. Sure Meant to Be settles about the 3-path, 5 lengths off the speed heading into the turn. Back to Blow by him on the inside. Falcon Blue just improving a spot. Back to Regency Tail Foil, second last position. And Dad Joke is the trailer. Into the turn, and it's Bernie the Star flashing away with a 3-length lead from Creed's Vision, trying to pick up. Sure Meant to Be is third on the outside. Winning Trip back and forth. Ziolino fifth. Preacher Myers. Dex is sixth. Blow by him seventh. Still double digits from the front. And back to Falcon Blue and Regency Tail. And then back to Dad Joke and Foil. Top of the stretch. They turn for home. Bernie the Star with a 3-length lead and put to an all-out drive. Is Sure Meant to Be is trying to close Creed's Vision. Blow by him out center of the track, and Falcon Blue with some late interest in between horses for a long left to go. Sure Meant to Be comes to a narrow lead. Blow by him on the outside. Blow by him trying to get by him. Blow by him, Sure Meant to Be, and it's Blow by him. Blow by him, Sure Meant to Be. Photo third. Creed's Vision, Falcon Blue, some late interest, tight third. Ninth race, no changes. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta. Double pick 3. 10th race, 1 is 3 over. 10 is 1 over. 11th race, Gene Brasino, and 3, Captain Cardo. 23 to race 9. They're off. Swifty Double along with Optical Bijou and Prado Road mixing it up. Here's Without Pretense on the chase from fourth, and 3 captains and Herd on the street. Speed of the speed now is Swifty Double. Swifty Double gets away 3 parts of a length from Prado Road, chasing him from the outside. And then it's Optical Bijou back in third position. Herd on the streets, only 3 from the front. Past the half-mile pole. And then Without Pretense and 3 captains at the back of the pack. Swifty Double round the turn. Prado Road keeping up in second. Optical Bijou still right there in third. Herd on the street trying to get going from fourth. Herd on the street now takes third of the outside and taking aim at Swifty Devil and Prado Road. Swifty Devil ahead in front from Prado Road as they make the turn in. Herd on the street looming up on the outside, turning for home, and it's Prado Road. Herd on the street. Herd on the street and Prado Road. They're head to head for the final furlong and a half. Swifty Devil's back in third. Herd on the street. Prado Road. Swifty Devil on the inside trying to stay on. A 16th left to go. Herd on the street's got a momentum. Prado Road fully extended. Herd on the street sharp. Herd on the street from Prado Road to win 3/4 of a length. Third Swifty Devil, and then Optical Bijou. Official. Herd on the street, Jamie Rodriguez aboard, 1:11.3 cents. 11th race, number 3, Captain Cardo, jockey Gene Brasino. Gene Brasino and Captain Cardo. Race 10 exacta trifecta superfecta double. In line. And they're off. War Humor very fast away, along with Fade the Noise, and Rio Chama chiming in with early speed. Here's Laddie Dance sent up in the heated between horses. Tall Odor steady back a little bit of the fifth spot, heading onto the turn. A Tool Pusher, wow, what a party's in and among horses. As they round the turn, Benny Haven saves that ground. Incinerator 3 deep to the back of the pack with Samba Lover. Katie's Notion is last of them all, has 17 to make up. Midpoint on the turn, and it's War Humor on the outside. Laddie Dance right there onto the inside. 2 lengths to Fade the Noise in third, and Rio Shama cutting the inside from fourth. Outside of the track is Tool Pusher, and also between horses, Tall Odor getting going now. Here comes Tall Odor, fifth, fourth, and third, and charging hard down to the last furlong. War Humor and Tall Odor on the outside. Fade the Noise. Tool Pusher running big far outside. Benny Havens closing a late gap in between horses. From last is Katie's Notion, but it appears too late. Tall Odor, Tool Pusher, Tall Odor, and Tool Pusher to the second wire. Katie's Notion was up for third. Tall Odor. Jockey Jean Lavello aboard, owned by Carla Jane Esperanza. Mr. and Mrs. Charles McGinnis. Minute 3.08. $2 exacta, $129.80. Dollar trifecta, $213. Double $105.20. Pick 3, $274.85. Dollar superfecta, $1,966.10. 11th race, number 3, Captain Cardo. Jockey Gina Braceno on the 3, Captain Cardo. 20 minutes to race 11 exactly. And they're off. Jerry's Gem of the Flash out of the starting gate. Pudge Boy Palace there on the outside. Beach Cowboy in between horses, prompting the early pace. Always Gambling racing fourth. Another 3 lengths back to My Mamba. In advance now back of the pack of Mr. Agent and Captain Cardo trailing the field. Jerry's Gem and Beach Cowboy on the outside. Jerry's Gem the head in front, half-mile left to go. From Beach Cowboy on the outside, 2 back. Pudge Boy Palace is in third. Always Gambling is in fourth. My Mamba has 7 to make up and is trying to move now with 3 furlongs left to go. Here comes My Mama, just about to pass Always Gambling and taking aim at the pacemakers. Beach Cowboy wins the battle up front. Pudge Boy Palace there on the outside. Jerry's Gem dropping back. My Mamba is next, and then Always Gambling turning for home. 3/16, 7 mile left to run. Upper stretch, and it's Pudge Boy Palace ahead in front. Beach Cowboy Evergame on the inside. My Mamba toward the center of the track, trying to weigh them both down. Pudge Boy Palace holding. Pudge Boy Palace by 2. Pudge Boy Palace from My Mamba. Then Beach Cowboy third. Always Gambling fourth. Pudge Boy Palace. 7-1 winner with Yezit Hazelwood. My Mamba was second. Beach Cowboy, and then Always Gambling. Pudge Boy Palace, yes, it Hazelwood, in 11.66. Out of Anaclone by Flatterer. Bred in Kentucky by David Purvis. $2 exacta, $64.60, $142.80. Dollar trifecta. Dollar Superfecta 350.40, 6751. Double the 97.20, pick 3, 210.90, pick 4, $2,405.05, pick 5, $17,747.50. Chesapeake pick 6 carryover will be $4,982.51.